Brad Pitt, the Hollywood golden boy. An Oscar-winning actor, a style icon, and for years, the definition of the perfect family man. But today, that picture is shattered. From courtroom battles to shocking name changes, Pitt is estranged from children who once adored him. So how did we get here? This is the untold story of Brad Pitt, his children, and the heartbreaking family war that played out in public. The rise and fall of Brangelina. Before the chaos, there was love. Pitt and Jolie, Brangelina, were Hollywood's power couple. They met in 2004 on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, igniting one of the most infamous romances in celebrity history. Together, they built a family of 6 children: Maddox, Zahara, Pax, Shiloh, and twins Vivian and Knox. They weren't just parents, they were the poster couple for humanitarian work, global travel, and the modern blended family. But in 2016, the dream collapsed. Jolie filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Behind the headlines was the infamous private jet incident. Allegations of verbal abuse and even physical aggression by Pitt against Jolie and one of the children sparked investigations. The FBI and LA County officials got involved. In the end, no charges were filed, but the accusations left a permanent stain. The family dynamic shifted forever. Custody battles that dragged for years. The divorce set off what experts called a perfect storm of legal conflict. At first, Pitt was limited to supervised visitation, hardly the picture of equal parenting. He fought for joint custody, spending millions in legal fees. In 2021, it looked like he had finally scored a win. A judge granted him expanded custody. But the victory was short-lived. Angelina's team argued that the judge had undisclosed ties to Pitt's lawyers. The court agreed and disqualified him. In one stroke, Pitt's progress vanished, and custody reverted back to Jolie. The case dragged on for 8 years, 8 critical years in the lives of his kids. By the time the divorce was finalized in late 2024, the children had grown from little kids into young adults, and with age came independence, and distance from their father. The children turn away. And this is where the heartbreak cuts deepest. Shiloh, once known as Brad's mini-me, filed legal documents in 2024 to drop his last name, becoming simply Shiloh Jolie. For a father, that's devastating. Other kids have distanced themselves too. Zahara reportedly introduced herself at college as Zahara Jolie, while Vivian has been credited in theater projects without the Pitt name. Then there's Pax. Reports claim the relationship between father and son is beyond repair. Some sources say Brad cut ties, while others insist Angelina influenced the children against him. Whatever the truth, the rift is undeniable. Still, insiders close to Pitt insist he hasn't given up. They say he loves his children, that he's heartbroken but hopeful one day bridges can be rebuilt. Yet every name change, every silent birthday is a reminder of how fractured things really are. More than family, the Vineyard War. And if custody battles weren't enough, Brad and Angelina are still fighting over something else: wine. Chateau Miraval, their $67 million French vineyard, once a symbol of their romance, is now a battlefield. Jolie sold her share to a Russian oligarch's company without Pitt's consent. He accused her of betrayal. She accused him of financial misconduct. The lawsuits have gone international. Judges have refused to dismiss the case, meaning this war will drag on for years. So while Pitt tries to move forward with his career and his relationship with jewelry designer Inez de Ramon, the shadow of Jolie, the children, and Miraval hangs over everything. So what do we make of this? Brad Pitt went from Hollywood's ultimate family man to a father fighting for scraps of visitation. 8 years of legal battles, emotional scars, and bitter feuds have left him estranged from children who once ran into his arms on red carpets. Shiloh dropping his name was more than a legal filing, it was a symbol of a family torn apart. The question is, can these wounds ever heal? Or has too much damage been done? For Brad Pitt, the real drama isn't on the movie screen. It's the quiet, painful story of a father and the children he may never fully get back.